Hey, y'all, this is Jackie Bros here.
Dunlap over here.
And I tell you what, I got a good sponsor for this day's podcast.
Really? Did you make that mistake, or were you trying to be funny?
What do you mean trying to be
funny?
funny?
This year's podcast. I meant today's.
Well,
You see how that's a joke?
No, I meant to say this because there's 100 left.
Right.
There's only doing 100 of them,
right?
And then you stop at 80. I don't know what number. We go all the way to 100, then it's over with.
This is number 83 out of 100.
I didn't know I had to say the name at the beginning of all of them now.
As we've said from the beginning, we'll be doing 100 episodes.
Well, that I know, but I just didn't. That's what threw me off.
So you'll want to savor your remaining time that you have left with the incomprehensible Jackie Broll.
Oh, come! Let me just say it right and start. Hello and welcome to episode 83. Podcast sponsor, and that is the Murfreesboro Museum. Everybody knows Murfreesboro Museum.
Oh, everybody loves the Murfreesboro Museum.
We know why too.
Popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn.
Best popcorn you can get in Middle Tennessee.
I don't know how to describe it.
It's something, whatever they do to it.
Hey, it looks like popcorn is how I described it, but how it tastes, it tastes like popcorn too, but it just tastes like the best popcorn ever.
The way I describe it is it takes you to another world. A world of flavor.
Popcorn. Everybody likes popcorn, and it's the best popcorn anybody ever made.
But I'd stack it up against other delicious food, like best steak versus best popcorn.
If a mood struck me, I'd go down to Murfreesboro Museum for that popcorn.
It's as good as anything else you can eat. Is that what they're just plugging the popcorn?
Well, you always got some in it. Once you get in, it's usually a fee to get in to see the exhibit.
Right.
And then the popcorn was over there for free.
And or if they're not charging you to see the exhibit, they might be charging you for the popcorn.
Well, you pay to get in.
You're going to pay somebody something.
To get in to get to the popcorn, don't matter what it is. I mean, it ain't a whole lot. So what are you, $10, $12? I don't know. A lot of
times we plan, like, let's go to the movies, get some popcorn. Why are you going to eat that mess they serve at the movie theater?
You sneak in. I don't mean to be deceitful, but if you made popcorn that good, I wouldn't have to do this and charge an arm and a leg for it. We went to the movies not too long ago.
We snuck into. What are you saying? You snuck into the Murfreesboro Museum?
I didn't sneak in there. I snuck the popcorn
into the movie.
Into the movie. That's being deceitful.
I thought you were saying you were snuck into the Murfreesboro Museum and stole popcorn. Like a
You can't.
thief.
Well, it's free. How's that supposed to be thief?
Well, maybe you didn't pay admission to get in. To get to
they
the popcorn.
got people standing there, guards, this and that. They ain't armed or nothing like that, but a clipboard asking you how you Murfreesboro experience been thus far, that sort of thing. When you go, but they're trying to get tourists and whatnot. And then when you go back home, what do you want to tell people your favorite thing was about being in Murfreesboro? And of course, if it's at the museum, if they are there, you know what that answer's going to be. That's going to be popcorn right there.
Popcorn is delicious at the Murfreesboro Museum.
But that's not what it's not for. What I'm talking about for the next 3 weekends, there's going to be an exhibit. Miss Phillips, Caterpillars, former sponsor. Happy to have him back.
Miss Phillips Kitty Pillows. They're doing an exhibit on Miss Phillips Kitty Pillows.
She's just taking all of them down there and showing the different kind of pillows she's made over the years. It made a bit of a to-do, a story here in the local newspaper, news journal, that sort of thing.
So it's a big local story from last year, and
it was at the time, and things ain't it's still not going on like that now. But everybody remembers that story, and that's
it's an important chapter in Murfreesboro history.
It's part of history and stuff. You could even say some of it started on here. Miss Phillips kitty pillows. She was sponsored on here for the show, and they somehow with miscommunication, the pillows you thought they had pictures of the cat on it, little kitty cats, cute as could be. Just if you like that sort of thing, right there on the pillow, and that's what people thought. It was for the cat. Whatever she used to paint the cat on there made a cat sick.
People thought the pillows were for cats because they
It
were
wasn't
called
for
kitty
people.
pillows.
It was just people who could. Some people allergic to cats can't have them around, but still like to look at a picture or whatever.
This was a pillow called a kitty pillow. It had a picture of a kitty on the pillow.
Yeah.
But it was toxic to cats and killed several of them.
It got some sick. Don't sit down on here and say killed, you know.
And it was just some confusion because people thought, oh, kitty pillows, that means a pillow for my cat. I'll get this. It's got a picture of a cat right on it, so that's the second sign that my cat will be fine with this. No, deadly to cats. Whatever she painted the picture of the cat with on his pillow.
She did that wasn't on purpose. She didn't know it, you know. But first time artist, you learn. I'm sure whoever, Picasso, whoever was.
He probably killed a lot of cats on his journey.
Before he made his masterpiece or whatever, sold to museum or whatever.
That old saying, you got to kill a lot of cats before you paint your masterpiece.
He one cut off his own damn ear, didn't he?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Kirk Douglas did it.
Yes.
Well, that's how crazy, you know, but she wasn't doing it for that reason. That wouldn't make no damn statement. She just didn't know what she was putting on a damn pillow to kill it, make a cat sick.
So they got a bunch of these tox. Can you bring your cat to the museum to see these?
You can't bring no animal in there unless it's blind dog, something like that. Help a dog, whatever, how you supposed to say it now.
Now, wait, if I remember correctly, then the next week, Miss Phillips made some little blue pillows. Her new kitty pillows were pillows made specifically for cats. They were just little blue
didn't
pillows.
paint no, yeah, they just blue. Yeah, they
Just
were still
blue.
called kitty pillows, but many cats want to lay on there. But
Yeah, your cat could lay on the blue one.
but it didn't have no picture on it.
Right, that was safe for cats. But then later it turned out that it was still making some cats sick. So she made two different kinds of pillows, one for cats, one not for
some
cats.
of the cats were allergic to this or that. You ever try to? Me personally, I wouldn't have none. Now I feed these out back behind the store, but Lord knows
They don't get a pillow, not from Jackie.
Well, they-
Hard-hearted.
Well, what would you rather have? Your leftover tuna fish or a pillow from? I'll give
Crazy woman.
Oh hell!
You know what? When I eat my tuna fish, and granted, I'm not a cat. But when I make myself a tuna fish sandwich and get a big bag of Lay's, because to me, regular old-fashioned Lay's go best with any sort of tuna fish sandwich.
That ain't got to do what it got to do. Stray cats, this and that. I know I'm not supposed to let them breed. I can't stand to watch them suffer, anything like that. And I always got a bunch of cats out back behind the store. And they also a mouse rat. Keep that out. You know, do the job. And if they up there in a bargain, that's the way I look at it. So extra tuna fish, whatever, barbecue this or that. Like you said, Lay's, the barbecue.
Potato chips.
Barbecue chips, yeah, they like them.
Only barbecue chips?
Well, they wouldn't eat as much as a regular Lay's.
When I eat my tuna fish sandwich, I like regular Lay's. Plain old regular Lay's. I like to lay on a pillow.
I guess salty, whatever, cat lick it off. I don't know, but they mostly ate the barbecue. When you know what's left over, people it's wasteful what people do. They sit there and order a meal and leave. I'll have a bag of chips that and eat two damn chips out of it, leave it right there on the paper plate. I ain't going to waste it.
Feed it to the cats. And cats are scary, horrible monsters. They will attack you.
What?
They will gang up on you when you come out with the food. They will claw your legs and shins.
Ain't nothing wrong, no cat.
But they respond to Jackie as if he is their leader.
Anyway, we gotten off point. If you like cats and want to see pretty little pictures of cats on pillows, or if you just want to see regular blue pillows, they're going to have both kinds, from both sections of her store or whatever. Miss Phillips' kitty pillow is going to be down at the Murfreesboro Museum, so that's nice enough. See a picture of a kitty cat, this, that. They also going to have a skeleton where you see inside to put it in a glass thing, a cat skeleton.
One of the cats that her pillows killed?
What?
Is it one of the cats that her pillows killed?
Her cat didn't kill. This cat died of natural causes. No, it got sick.
Oh, so this is just an example.
It got sick, got better, then died. Cats only live so long.
Sure.
But it's the first cat that got sick and brought, that broke a store or whatever.
So this cat was affected by her kitty pillows, but it died later.
It was the first one like what's that movie with the monkey and Dustin Hoffman?
Ishtar.
No, not Ishtar.
Well, I know there's a monkey in Ishtar. Got to be.
The sick monkey get out. Everybody's got to stop it.
Outbreak.
This was the first. This cat
was the outbreak monkey
of the whole story. It's how the story started. Is what I'm trying to say.
Like patient X.
The cat, I can't remember his name. What's old Lucky's, whatever, Mr. Lucky something. But in it was the first one that got that anything if they had anything to do with these pillows is how the story.
Got the pillow sickness.
But they also, like I said, the picture on there is pretty little cat, and the popcorn's worth it. So whatever they're charging, just go down
just
there.
for the popcorn.
Yeah.
Now, do they have an exhibit where it gives you like the timeline of the story, and can you put on headphones and like listen?
That's what I heard. No, it says the whole thing. I know this may sound crazy to somebody that don't listen to this, but if you keep up with Murfreesboro local news, this was something. People didn't know what was wrong with the animals. People get concerned about that, and people make up theirs, this, that, whatever. But no, this was on in the news. It was on the news. It was in the newspaper. So on the thing, you put the headphones going around. It basically just showed pictures of the news, what I just said. But instead of like just watching that on it's Leanne Rhymes, the singer. She tells the story.
Oh, Leanne Rhymes narrates the
Miss Phillips kitty pillows, the whole from the saga, if you will, whatever you want to call it. We history, like she says, it seems racist to us because we did that not too long ago, but it just
it's
one
history,
of them stories.
I guess. Yeah.
It's at Murfreesboro Museum. That's all.
But Miss Phillips got run out of town, so she
ain't gonna be here for this. No,
but they must be in contact with her because
it's her work. Yeah, it's her. The originals.
There's a lot of upset cat owners who've been looking for little Miss Phillips and little old Miss Phillips.
Well, if you go there with bad intentions to the Murfreesboro Museum, you won't have them long, because as soon as you get some of that popcorn in your mouth, all your troubles will just go away. Best popcorn I ever put in my mouth.
It's the best popcorn you're ever going to have in your life.
Yeah.
So get you some popcorn and enjoy the exhibit on the Miss Phillips Kitty Pillow Saga.
Exhibit's what it's called. It's
but it's an exhibit on a saga.
Oh, yeah. I'm like saying history.
Does this cat skeleton do anything? Like,
what?
Is it animatronic?
No, it's just it's like in the glass. No, it ain't a hologram, whatever that is. It ain't Star Trek. It's just in the glass. You look at it.
Sure. That's the Miss Phillips Kitty Pillow exhibit at the Murfreesboro Museum.
One of those weekends, I don't have it written down here. One of those weekends, someone from the vet's going to be there, because telling their side, that was part of the story. The veterinarian that broke a story about that he was as famous almost as Miss Phillips.
Right. He was sort of the Michael Jackson doctor of this story.
Yeah.
Except he wasn't accused of anything.
Trillman, no, he wasn't. No, he just.
Well, it's a complicated story, a lot to unravel, folks, and you probably want to get down there and check it out and see for yourself.
Leanne Rhymes, tell it to you. I'll tell you about the veterinarian named Mr. Trillman, we call him, and Miss Phillips, Kitty Pillows. There'll be something there to look at, I think, under glass and this and that. And
so you could bring your cat because it's not going to get sick. Because
you ain't supposed to have animals in a place like that unless it's a blind dog.
That's the rules. But if you were going to bring your cat, there would be no danger to your cat.
There's no reason to bring a damn cat. That cat don't want to go nowhere nohow.
Exactly. Sure. I'm not arguing that.
See, veterinarian chairman.
I'm just wondering if somebody were on, like, let's say they needed to go to the vet and then they threw the cat in their purse and then they're like, I need to go to the museum too and get some popcorn, and they go in. The cat's not going to get sicker. I'm assuming this cat was sick because it was on its way to the vet in my scenario.
I know you do whatever you want with your own cat. If you want to put it in the purse, put it wherever. If you hide, that's your animal.
But if you take it in the museum, it ain't going to get sick from the kitty pillows.
As far as I know, but you ain't supposed to have no animal in there, no how, it don't matter unless you're, like I said, blind dog.
So it's on you, pet owners.
But get you some popcorn either way. You take I'd obey the rules. Just get popcorn.
Yeah, you don't want to get kicked out before you get the popcorn.
No, sir.
Miss Phillips Kitty Pillow exhibit at the Murfreesboro Museum. That's funny, Jackie. My sponsor this week is also dealing with some Murfreesboro history, but also some delicious Murfreesboro food, just like the Murfreesboro Museum popcorn.
Yeah. This
is some delicious one of the most delicious places to eat in Murfreesboro.
You talking about Catfish Cabinet?
No, not Catfish Cabinet. They've never been a sponsor on the podcast before, but they're a Murfreesboro institution.
Wow.
And it's their 60-year anniversary. We're talking about Peanut Pocket Steakhouse since 1954. Yeah. 60 years serving the Murfreesboro community.
Oh, yeah.
Peanut Pocket Steakhouse, just off the square there, been since 1954.
You look forward to go with weekend. People plan their whole weekends out to go.
Oh yeah, it's a big to do.
Let's take your family out. Yeah, that's celebrating right there, like something good happening at church or winning a baseball game, something like birthday, anniversary. That's where you want to go. That's everybody go. Young, old, don't matter your age.
Right. Adults can enjoy it because they're the delicious steaks and the wine selection, and children enjoy it because we all know that Mr. Peanut Pockets is going to put in an appearance at every visitor's table in the place. Mr. Peanut Pockets has been a beloved Murfreesboro character. Since right after they opened in 1954, they knew they needed to put a face.
He was the best one ever was, and I don't mean to say anything. The new fella they got down there, he's fine.
The new Peanut Pockets.
But yeah, he's fine. He does a fine job. I don't complain when it comes. It's get just as excited, but not. I'm telling you, the first gentleman that had that position, Mr. Peanut Pockets, back in the day, and McCleary.
He was the original Peanut Pockets.
McCleary Downs.
McCleary Downsome was the first Peanut Pockets.
He was the very first. Had that. Some would say invented that roll or whatever it is.
Sure, he was the originator and still the
best. There's been a few since then too.
Well, they say that the Peanut Pockets you have when you're in high school will always be like your favorite Peanut Pockets. Like the Peanut Pockets, I think my Peanut Pockets was from 1983 till about 1995.
Well, that's way past. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the sixth Peanut Pockets, and I think he served second longest. But that was Dale Variety. He was good, and I think a lot of people agree with me because he did it for such a long time.
He did it for a long time. He's down there. I know I remember him, yeah.
But when he started, he was wearing like a one glove like Michael Jackson, and then by the end of it, he was wearing hammer pants.
Well, everything changed with the times, this and that, You
can look at pictures of Peanut Pockets over the years, and you can tell what's going on in the culture.
But it's still the same. I'll say this right now. I can't remember, but there was a brief period of time where it made local news that one gentleman that was Mr. Peanut Pockets was not a good person that we found out.
There's always a scandal.
But, yeah, there was that. But besides that one time, they all pretty good. None of them best to me because he invented the roll to me.
Mm-hmm. I like the sixth Peanut Pockets from 1983 to 1990, what'd I say, 6, 4?
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere in the middle.
But pretty much besides that one fella, they all, if you take your kids down there, family, enjoying your meal, appetizers. Sometimes you don't know when it's going to happen, and that's what I meant by excitement. You don't know if you just started with your salad. She may be just coming over there, just take your order. But you know who's going to be out there. You hear that trumpet sound. Here comes old Mr. Peanut Pockets, and you get out the way or open wide.
His pockets are full of peanuts, folks, and he is ready to throw them.
Yeah. Some people duck down this and that. Some people like this, catch them in the mouth. It's just you gonna get it all over.
They're not shelled. They're in the shells, but people still catch them in their mouth.
Well, yeah, you eat it and you spit it out.
Spit out the shell.
Yeah.
It's like one of those places where the peanut shells floor is covered with peanut.
Well, there
shells.
are some steakhouses that do that,
but do they have a peanut pocket that come out and throw peanuts at you?
I know what can come first. Those I'm not going to mention any names on here, but there are places, steakhouses that have just peanuts all over the floor, just sitting there doing nothing.
Big fucking deal.
Hey, watch your mouth. I don't have to hear that.
It's just I get so excited talking about all peanut pockets and just remember
that's what it all come from.
And all the different ones, except for that one that was not a nice man.
Well, and he didn't work there long.
Nope, they got him.
Yeah.
They found him out.
That didn't take long.
If you have something to hide, don't apply to be Mr. Peanut Pockets, because you're going to get busted.
Oh, sure.
Now, you get vetted. I mean, you could run for president easier and hide something desperate from your past.
I tell you this right now, they wouldn't let Obama in there throwing peanuts at everybody. No, sir.
You don't think, well, I mean, sometimes they do have guest celebrity peanut pockets.
Well, local people or this and that come out with
Ronnie Millsap did it one time.
Leanne Rhymes.
Leanne Rhymes is a former Peanut Pockets back when she was little and singing.
Yeah.
Now she's all grown up and still doing it, I guess.
Well, I don't know. She's going to be. I just know she's doing the Murph Bell.
Right. She may not be singing. I don't know.
I don't know what she's doing. Or,
Snowbird was a Peanut Pockets.
He was down there with him. Yeah. You get it all over your steak, your salad, whatever you eat, but it
Johnny Majors.
Yeah.
Former coach at University of Tennessee, Johnny Majors, was a popular
if you go,
was just crowded.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got them as a sponsor. If you go down there and eat,
Billy Carter,
you'll see a picture of all these people up there with the
all
different all
and they
all
all dressed
on the wall,
up like Peanut Pockets with those deep bulging pockets full of peanuts and the clown shoes.
That was part of it, too, because about halfway through you think, well, it's about over. They can't keep going. They throw peanuts. It never would stop. Wouldn't stop. Just it'd go on for another 15,
he just
30,
keeps
45 minutes.
I mean, his pocket's full of peanuts, and
it's like a magic trick or something, because you say, hell, ain't no way he having any more peanuts unless he's bending down, picking them up, putting them back in his pocket.
But I never see him bend down.
He never did. He didn't reach out, touch your food, nothing like that. No, he just threw peanuts everywhere.
Now, you going to get peanuts all over your food. Like
well, yeah, I mean, you don't know when he's coming. It's exciting. Peanuts taste fine. If you don't like it, brush it off. Hell.
Hey, you can also tell him he has sort of a medium pitch strength. So when he comes out, he's just kind of set like right in the middle. But now, if you tell him, say, Peanut Pockets, I'm liable to get hurt. Why don't you tone it down a little bit? He'll soften up his throw in your direction. Or if you're like, you know what, Peanut Pockets hurt me, he will fucking chuck it.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Sorry, I get so excited.
He's there to entertain you. However you want to be entertained, getting peanuts thrown at you, Miss Peanut Pockets is gonna do it. It's just one of the most, like I said, that's for graduation. That's I'm sure children prom, this and that. It's one of those kind of nights.
Yeah. I remember a lot of people when I had prom.
Steaks are good too. I want to say
Steaks
too.
are good.
Yeah, they got chicken melt, this and that.
But if you stop there on your way to a wedding or a prom, people gonna know where you been because you're gonna have ham peanuts.
They gonna know you have been having a good time. Old Miss Peanut Pockets just pelted you, got you good.
Welts all over your face. And
if that's how you want
if
him,
that's how hard you want him to throw it at
he ain't
you.
gonna do that to just random anybody. No, no.
I've been a few accidents, but people know when you go in and you sign the waiver what you're getting into.
If you don't, like, you know what? If you don't want nothing thrown at you, fine, go sit. And if you don't want to get nothing thrown at you, but you still want peanut shells all over the damn place, you know where you can go.
But that don't even make sense. If you
It
don't want,
I know it don't make sense, and I can't believe people. Why would you go there? It's
And
an
if you
insult
don't
to
want-
me and my friends.
how's it an insult to your friends?
I know people work there.
Oh, I see.
I know that, you know.
That is an insult to your friends, then, yeah.
Why
I
would
got
they go
friends
sit
that work
there?
there.
I
I
just
worked
want-
there for a couple weeks in high school, just sweeping up the damn peanuts.
Yeah.
But that was when that my favorite peanut pockets was on vacation, and that's when they brought in the one that wasn't nice.
That was short. That's a blink in the
was
eye.
short.
That's how
And
that
that
happened.
was sort of the thing, because my favorite peanut pockets, the 80s, early 90s peanut pockets, when he went on vacation. I think his mother lived in the Bahamas, and he had to go down there and nurse her back to health, so it was sort of a vacation, my mother's real sick thing. Sounds kind of fishy now that I say it out loud, but
I never heard of put that.
But it was like, I gotta go right now. My mama's real sick. I'll probably take a couple extra weeks just to relax afterwards, since I'm already down there. You know, when you family lives in the Bahamas, you go down there for funerals, people sick, heart attacks, car crashes. But then when you're down there, after you deal with the family trauma,
Well,
you're
that's a
like,
lot to go through. Yeah.
oh, this is nice. Why don't I just relax and go to sit on the beach?
Yeah.
So that was what happened with my favorite peanut pockets. And then, I think they didn't have a lot of time to vet the temporary peanut pockets, the one who wasn't nice.
Well, temporary is almost too long a word for how quick that went down. That didn't last. That was over with.
And it was all over the news. And
You ain't gonna see an exhibit of that at the Murfreesboro Museum, no sir.
no, how would you even?
I did.
It's too delicate a subject to even bring up. I mean, it's just sensationalized.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm just saying it was over and done with. Miss Philly, kitty pillows, you know, there was confusion in the midst and this and that. Who's causing this? Who's that?
Right.
You know.
And plus, everybody likes cats.
Well, yeah, everybody love. You know, well.
But I mean, you can build, even if cats are hurt and dying, you can build a museum exhibit around that, and people be like, "Oh yeah, cats! I love cats." But you can't do a museum exhibit around what this man did, because people don't want to even hear what it is. Lord knows I don't want to say it. Lord knows.
Yeah, it's my.
So that's Peanut Pocket Steakhouse since 1954, 60-year anniversary, Murfreesboro history. Get a steak, get some peanuts thrown at you, meet Peanut Pocket. This new one's pretty good, Jackie.
I said it was. I said, yeah.
He's a contortionist.
Well, he does. He gets those peanuts everywhere. I know it. I seen it. He's as good. Yeah, I never said a bad word about him, man. I would.
And he can sing too.
If his birthday, whatever, yeah.
He'll sing whatever you want. Eric Clapton.
I don't know what he's singing, but I heard him sing, yeah.
And it was mostly Eric Clapton, now that I think about it.
Was she
That's weird.
wonderful tonight, something like
Yeah, and Tears in Heaven over and over. It's weird.
those songs? I don't know. Was Clapton do those? I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's what
him.
it was, yeah.
That's him. So that's Peanut Pockets Steakhouse since 1950. Do you remember the cartoon, the Peanut Pockets cartoon? It only aired on Channel 2 in Nashville.
Yeah. It started out as a commercial. It was like Ernest, you know. Ernest was a commercial.
And then it was
Ernest movie and this and that. Mr. Peanut Pockets was just was a commercial, but a cartoon commercial. And then they tried to give it like a whole Saturday morning thing, and then nobody watched it. Well, I mean, no, some people watched. Not enough people watched.
I watched it every Saturday morning. I'd get up at 4:45 when it aired, and before the
I was
farm
too
report.
old to be cartoons.
It was good. Old Peanut Pockets get into a scrape, and a burglar or a bully at the supermarket, and he'd reach into his pockets that run deep with peanuts, and he would just start.
Just knock people down. Is what it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a funny book, too, and it was also in...
like the Shoney Bear books.
It was like that, yeah, except in the store, but also, for a while, Daily News Journal, it had a cartoon, and it just depended on is either pirate, burglar, whoever, but he'd knock them down.
With his peanuts.
Hey, but yeah, yep.
Sometimes it'd turn out they'd be dressed as a pirate or a burglar, and he'd say, I better knock them down with my peanuts. And they'd say, we were just hungry and trying to find our way to Peanut Pocket Steakhouse. And he'd say, tell it to the police.
He'd be in disguise, yeah, he'd trick you.
What? He's in disguise.
He would infiltrate or whatever. I remember one.
Sure, he would do that. He did that sometimes, yeah.
It was just like everything else, for kids that like, detective. I don't know the names of all that. It's the same thing, except he just knocked you down peanuts.
Oh, like Scooby-Doo? You mean Detective Kids?
Yeah, they had dog, guess that, yeah. He just threw peanuts out of his pocket and knocked people down is what he did.
And he never eats the peanuts himself. That is a rule. They said in 1954 in Peanut Pocket.
Well, that's for the customers right there.
Right,
That's for the customers.
So it's not a Popeye thing,
no,
if that's what you're thinking, where he eats peanuts.
It's hard to describe if you see a picture. I can see it right now. It's out on the menu, everything else.
Yeah, I can see it too because I'm intimately familiar with peanut. Well, not intimately. If that's what you're thinking. Now they've never had. Every time that they come out with a new peanut pockets, there's always a lot of controversy. Like, is it going to be a female peanut pockets this time, or is it going to be an African American?
They
ain't
ain't ever done none of that. The only time is one fella, and this ain't the bad one, by the way. First off, let me say that right now. But a gentleman was from Peru, something, South America.
Yeah, he was Peruvian,
and it was good though because he played guitar and stuff,
The Peruvian peanut pockets. That didn't last long either.
But he was good. He wasn't. It wasn't a fault from where he was from. That had nothing to do with it.
Well, Peanut Pocket Steakhouse Management says that they just choose the best peanut pockets out of whoever auditions, and that they're not against a black peanut pockets, and they're not against a lady peanut pockets. They just say so far it just they don't know if they're ready to be peanut pockets yet. But it's coming. They say you just stay tuned someday.
Well, I like who they got now. I think he's fine. I don't see any reason to change it till his time, till he can't do it no more. But yeah, it's a good sponsor. I didn't know you got them as sponsor.
Oh yeah, I got paid that peanut pockets money. They gave me $26.
It's 26.
I said, well, it's your anniversary. Why don't you throw in another $1 and we'll talk about it way past the point we should.
Well, I guess you make that $1.
I earned that $1.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, Jackie Bros.
Hey, it's Dunlap. Jackie, thanks for coming back down here. Episode 83 of our podcast, out of 100.
Going up to the end.
Getting close to it.
Yeah.
I think the end will be sometime in October. Our last episode will be a little bit before our 2-year anniversary episode. That'll be in November, and then we have our Thanksgiving episode after that and a Christmas episode after that. But our 100th episode probably going to be sometime in October, I believe.
That's fine. I like October fine, yeah.
But then I guess we can't do the other ones because the 100th will be our last one. We won't even get to a Christmas episode this year.
Yeah, man, but do it early.
We could do Christmas episode early.
And put it on.
Like number 98. We could do our 2-year anniversary, number 99, and then our final episode, 100.
However you want to do it, as long as the numbers come out right. It's just like an account and anything else. Yeah,
it's all math.
Yeah.
Podcasting is all math.
That's part of it, I guess, yeah.
I tell you what, Jackie.
I'm going to explain some math.
Okay.
You go on and tell me what you want to tell me, and then I'm going to tell you about some math that I'm upset about.
No, let's hear about what you're upset about.
Well, no, you was about to say something. Go on and say
you know,
what
it
you
might. We might be working towards the same subject.
Well, I'm seeing here. I think everybody knows what Obama math is these days, right?
Obama math. I can't say that I do, Jackie. What would that be?
There's 4 terrorists for one soldier.
Equals.
Well, it's like everything else. Obama wound up fishy.
I think it's 5 or 6 terrorists.
See? That's Obama math right there for you. And then the one you're getting that's coming back, is Birddog.
What did you say? Birddog?
Well, that's his name.
Birddog, not Birddog.
Birddog.
You're still saying Birddog.
Bob Birddog.
Is his daddy.
That's his dad. Now, his dad is the one that's made the Muslim prayer and has a beard.
Sort of.
Not his boy, the youngin.
Bo Birddog.
Bo Birddog. He's the one that's been out missing. Well, he wasn't out missing. They said he went out missing and then he got captured, whatever it is.
Some people say it was more of a hangout. Like maybe I'll just spend some time with my new friends in the Taliban.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying when he gets court-martialed, we'll find out that's what happened.
Who knows what's going to happen?
I don't want to cast aspersions on a member of our military.
No, we want to bring all our military home. Now we want that. Get them home. I ain't saying nothing against it, but it's just always Obama. Something funny. The math don't work out. Numbers don't seem right. Something don't seem right to me. About old Birddog. Bob Birddog.
Bo Birddog.
Bob Birddog.
Bo Bergdahl.
Bob Birddog's your daddy.
Daddy Bergdahl is Bob Bergdahl.
He's the one that got the beard. Now, why would you get your boy, Bo Bergdahl,
Bo Bergdahl,
and then make a Muslim or terrorist prayer, whatever it is he did? I ain't saying which one it is because I didn't see it. It's what you just.
But it's either a Muslim prayer or a terrorist.
It's one of those two things he did on TV when he got his boy Bob back.
Bo Bergdahl back.
Once he got Bo Bergdahl back.
Bo Bergdahl back.
That's the first thing you do and have beard like that. Beard on Bo.
Bob Bergdahl does have
beard. Bob Bergdahl's beard don't look right. And what he said about his boy Bo Birddog making a prayer like that, something, and then Obama on top of all of it.
And if you look at it, Obama, Bob Bergdahl, Bo Bergdahl, beard.
Big
Bergdahl is Bob Bergdahl.
He's one of the beard.
And then little bitty Bergdahl is Bo Bergdahl.
And people coming out and saying, yeah, he
blew him off.
You want to help your prisoners of war? Everybody knows that. Thank good Lord saved McCain. You know, he's talked on this particular issue. You know, and I know things get complicated, but still, things always seem to get just a little more complicated anytime Obama's doing something.
Here's what I don't understand, Jackie. Look, we don't know what happened over there in Afghanistan.
Oh.
It was Afghanistan, right, where this happened? Taliban.
Afghanistan, Taliban up. Yeah.
Oh, things do get complicated over there, Jackie. And so we don't know if this man was a loyal soldier and a hero brought home by our beloved president, or if he is a monster who should have been left on the rocky side of the mountain.
Best old man turns candidates.
Homeland.
Well,
that's another show. I've never seen it.
I'm talking about old man insurance candidates. Hey, that's Frank Sinatra.
What? Kansas.
Manchurian's candidates, Frank Sinatra.
You can't pronounce candidate?
I didn't know remember if I was remembering the name right. I can say candidate, Manchurian's candidates.
So if you don't remember a word, you just slur it so that people may think you're saying something else.
Well, whatever. It come out right now, didn't it? Manchurian's candidate. I got it right there.
Yeah,
that's
sorta.
what we'll read. They put that, wouldn't let that movie come out. Old Frank Sinatra, that's how strong he was. He run everything back in. Because his buddy's old Kitty got shot, and he said, by God, if you put that movie out now, after, because we made that, any clue signs, whatever, you know, or disrespectful, whatever. But that's it. Set in the shelf or wherever they keep movies till cable.
If you're commander-in-chief of the armed forces, I'm not saying you need to know every little thing about every soldier. I'm saying you just need to know who the good ones are and who are the bad ones. Obama's mistake to me is like, okay, we rescued this guy. He may be a deserter, but let's just pretend he's a hero. Let's not wait on the facts. He should know. He should already know. He shouldn't have to be told. It's like the Waltons that run Walmart have files on everybody that works at Walmart.
Well, yeah.
If you talk to the Walton family and said, hey, who is that bald son of a bitch in the Fayetteville, Tennessee Walmart who I asked him if I had this one kind of soccer ball, and he's like, no, I don't know. And then I went over there and I found it myself. And I took it back to him and said, look, you did have it all the time. He said, well, am I expected to be, show you where everything in this story is? I said, well, you work here, don't you? And he said, I guess I do, but not.
Right.
And they would tell you that his name was.
If somebody had that attitude or complained on him or this or that, somebody would know about it. I see what you're saying, Obama. But
I'm saying if you have it, do you think there's more soldiers or there's more Walmart employees?
What?
Are there more soldiers in the U.S. military, or are there more people that work for Walmart?
Well, Obama shutting all these wars down, or he was sort of shutting this one down, and then decided just to leave enough, I guess, to get lost occasionally. Now at this point, but with as many Walmarts to answer your original question, as many Walmarts as there are around here, there's a lot. I mean. They're all them big ones, the big mega Walmarts. You need a bunch of people in there to run that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people behind the scenes you don't ever see.
We better where are they?
What do you mean?
Just in the back?
In the back.
There is always a lot of people at Walmart in the back. Because if you say, hey, where is Janice working today? Where's Terry? They'll say, oh, they're in the back.
Well, yes, we'll work at being back.
But you saying these people not just back there taking a break or smoking a cigarette?
Well, there's that too, but I'm just saying there's a whole thing you don't see. Okay, Obama.
You make it sound like casino.
What you make?
Like there's people back there counting. There's like a tracking shot that goes back in the back of Walmart.
Hey.
People watching stuff on monitors and counting all the money.
Unloading trucks, everything else back there is what they're doing. There's all sorts of jobs. At Walmart, if somebody got to look and watch a videotape, make sure nobody robbing them blind. That's casinos.
What I'm saying is, I hope that the Waltons, it's the Walton family, right, in Arkansas, that owns Walmart. I just hope they are Republicans, because this may be where Obama gets his brown shirt army that pushes us all into the FEMA camps. Because if they are on Obama's side, I ain't saying they are or they ain't. He can make a phone call to them and say, hey, get your Walmart employees armed and ready, because we're about to pull the trigger on this.
Well,
one.
you can take your guns into Walmart now already around here.
But how many employees are armed?
Yeah,
sure, you can take your gun in there, but when Obama gives
I
the
will,
Walmart
too.
employees a tank and says, aim it at your neighbor, and because of drones, what do you think is going to happen then? You got your gun against a tank driven by a Walmart employee?
I don't know of one Democrat that likes Walmart that or admits that they like it. There's some that sit there in town run their mouth say they don't like this or that. So Walmart's all right.
Well, I never heard of a Democrat say they like the soldier till this one comes home.
Well, yeah,
and
everybody
Obama's
loves
sitting
this
there
one.
running his fingers through his daddy's beard and kissing his mama on the mouth. And now, Democrats love soldiers. Don't leave one of our boys behind. Let's not. How dare you suggest that we should leave one of our boys behind, no matter what he did?
He's supposed to be pulling out of there anyway. We're going to pull this many, and then down to this many, then down to this many, and watch it. There'll be just enough left over there just to get lost to trade more terrorists for.
It'll wind up, we'll get the last of our Afghanistan boys back as we swap the last of Guantanamo terrorist prisoners for them. It'll be even, and that's Obama math. Like, well, looks like columns, these totals check out.
Yep. That's how.
That's what Obama math is like.
There's always something fishy, always something tricky. Yeah, some people say, well, is he just an idiot? Does he not know what the hell he's doing? And, that, sometimes he seems that kind of way to me. I'll say it. And then there's other people who say he's the craftiest, most dastardly, just against America mastermind, bad guy. He could be both kind of bad guys. Name another president can be both kind of bad guys like that.
So you think he could be playing both sides, the idiot side and the dastardly genius side?
I'm just saying what people say about him.
How you going to be an idiot and a dastardly genius at the same time?
I don't know. I name another president. I'm confused. Nothing ever checks out. Doesn't seem right. Either, this just us all misunderstanding. He don't know what the hell he's doing. Or it's, he has, they faked the birth certificate in, Hawaii back in.
What? What's the birth certificate? What?
I'm trying to explain that ain't but either he's a James Bond mastermind taking down America, or he's just
doing it by accident.
Don't know what the hell. Yeah, that's it. Basically, one of the two.
Does it matter?
It don't matter. That you can spend all day, and half of them do on the radio. Always this is that. That's and blah blah blah. No, it don't matter which one. It don't. It just got to stop.
Now, Bo Birddog, some people call in his hometown where they were going to have a celebration for his
Bob
return.
Birddog's.
Bo Birddog.
The boy.
Bo.
Not the big and the boy. Boy Birddog. One got back.
Yes.
All right.
They calling up his hometown saying, we'll kill you, you sons of bitches. You have a party for him. I'll shove just horrible things. Now, I don't think you need to bring some small town throwing a party for a returning soldier, no matter how bad he screwed the United States of America or how many of his fellow soldiers he got killed. Let them have their party. I'm sure when the programming kicks in and he starts blowing stuff up, some of the first stuff he's going to blow up is going to be right there.
Well,
so they'll pay for it later. But they just returning a brother, family member, small town like a family, and here he comes back, and they're like, well, let's have a parade.
They say they can't talk to him. He can't speak no English.
You don't have to talk to ride in a parade. Look at mimes and clowns.
That's true.
Drunk Shriners. Or, half the time they're wearing them big suits, like, put on your Snoopy suit and get in a parade. You can't talk in there.
You get in trouble if you try to talk in one of them suits. They
Right.
kick you out. You won't get to do that next year.
So, he could ride in a parade. Yes. Put him in a Snoopy suit. If they're worried about, I'm sure they did worse to him over there than that. Just put him in a Snoopy suit.
That ain't good to Snoopy, though. Snoopy deserves better than that. Everybody likes Charlie Brown Snoopy, except for his brother, whatever, wanders around a lot like him. That's who he's more like is Snoopy's brother, wandered lost in the desert.
Yeah, put him in a spike suit.
Let him do that, yeah.
Put him in Snoopy's brother's
He's
suit.
worthy of that, vice versa.
Or put him in a cartoon character that nobody likes. A suit of that, like Scrappy Doo. Put him in a Scrappy Doo suit. You know, it doesn't even have to be him. Let him sit in the hospital. He's been through a lot, no matter what his intentions are towards the United States of America.
At least give him a few minutes to see what are the plans? Can we get that from him? You know.
But if you've got a suit, you could put somebody else in it, and nobody's gonna know. Let him relax in the hospital until he's well enough to work with Obama to destroy America, and then. Until then, at all the parades, just have somebody else in the Scrappy Doo costume. This isn't hard, people. I mean, I know how to run the optics on this better than Washington does.
Well, don't surprise me that. Now tell me, while he's going on his parades, him and Obama, him dressed Scrappy Doo, going down the street, confetti flying everywhere, hero this.
Sure.
What's been going on with these 6, 7, 8, what is it, 10, 12, I don't know how many terrorists, what are they going to be going through?
Well, let them have their parade, too.
Terrorists don't have parade, not the right kind.
What kind of parade do they have?
I don't know. I don't want to know about no terrorist parade. Makes me sick to my stomach what to do.
They get their parades in paradise. Look, let them go back. They have to stay in Qatar for a year. Qatar.
Where?
Qatar.
Is that where they're from?
Nope.
Where's that?
See, I don't understand a lot of times people say, oh, Iraq, Afghanistan, that ain't got nothing to do with each other. Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, these different countries, different histories, different languages, everything is different. Different religions, different sects of religions. And
all right, I'm already confused. I can't.
But then why are they sending them to like another country in the Middle East like it doesn't matter? Well, that's one where we can keep tabs on them. It just confuses everybody even more over here. Why Qatar?
Guitars.
Nah, screw it.
They have to stay there for a year. They can't go nowhere.
Right.
Then they get that.
Then they can do whatever they want.
Well, why can't it be the same thing for this fella? If nobody trusts him, not quite sure what all this Obama math adds up to, why can't you send him somewhere for a year till we figure him out? He's got to stay somewhere.
Like where would you send him?
I guess the least place he'd won't get blowed up. I'm guessing, which I'm sure as hell ain't gonna be the one to say that.
What do you mean? You send him somewhere to figure him out, and it's the least place you'd want to get blown up? What do you mean?
Oh, the most, I don't know if he's crazy and he is going to do all this and him and Obama's got plans. You send him to some place and it's look out there. I don't know what it's like in Qatar. I don't know what these fellas are doing. I'm talking about this fella. If they got to stay somewhere for a year, how come Birddog don't stay? Bob Birddog got to stay somewhere for a year.
So he should stay somewhere that's not that held for a year where he's not going to blow anything up there.
Like, hopefully he don't.
Like we could just put him in jail.
He just come out of jail.
We could put him in Guantanamo.
Well, yeah.
Well, we solved that.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on it. I don't know what's what. Obama math every time tricky. That's all I'm saying.
But we're glad we didn't leave anybody behind. And,
well, no, you had to go. Yeah, you can't leave a soldier behind. Don't matter who it is. Birddog, Bob Birddog, Bo Birddog, either one. They can have beard, whatever it is. You got to get them. Bring our boys home, yeah.
A lot of people don't like the beard. They say You know, it's just a sign his daddy a terrorist. And then liberals say, "Oh, you like Duck Dynasty beard?"
Well, I got a beard on my face.
You have a beard that looks.
I ain't no terrorist.
No, but your beard has at times appeared strikingly similar to the beard on Bob Birddog. Your beards could be buddies.
I didn't say anything about Bo Birddog's beard.
Bob Bird.
Bob Birddog's beard. That I ain't got an issue with Bob Birddog's beard. Now, I got a beard, but you don't ever hear me say terrorist prayers. That's something I don't do. Not on here, not in the store, not anywhere.
And Duck Dynasty doesn't.
They never do. They say regular prayer. Every show, every one I seen, Duck Dynasty, they say regular Bible prayer. And they got, well, yeah, they got beards too.
They got their own Bible coming out.
I read that. He's got the Duck Dynasty Bible.
Duck Dynasty Bible. I didn't know. So all this time, I could have had a Dunlap Bible out on the market.
What?
Just with my face on it. Like, here's the Bible, but I put my picture on it. Or I guess if you wanted to work a little harder, you could go through and do like a commentary, run a commentary.
Oh, hell, that's disgraceful what you talking about.
What are they?
They're
They're doing it, and everybody's excited. And
well, because he's a preacher, ain't he? He got something to do. He's probably read the Bible at least once in his life, more than you have. I know that. And what's wrong with your two good things getting together? There's nothing wrong with that. Duck Dynasty, wholesome show, they say. Besides that time, they got to talking about rear ends and this and that. Outside of that, he got off track, whatever. I don't know what gets him talking on that. But besides that point there, it's a good, wholesome show, shows family working together, doing this and that. Why can't you put the Bible out there, put duck on it?
You're going to have a duck on it?
I think it's to show what it is, yeah. I mean, you still got an option. If you don't want a duck Bible, that's fine. You ain't got to get one. You can get your regular Bible.
Is it going to be like Jesus holding a duck or with a duck call?
Have you ever seen Jesus on the cover of a Bible?
Yes.
Which one?
The Jesus Bible.
Well, you make all the Jesus Bible.
Well, there was one that, like a King James. No, they have paintings.
Well, he's sitting there with all the animals and stuff. It's the children's Bibles like that. Most regular Bible, like if I don't go to church much as I used to, I ain't going to sit here and be a hypocrite on here. But if you went to church and you took your Bible out, preacher said everybody get out your Bible. I look down this side row with pew, pull out the black Bible, regular old Bible. Got a zipper, got a nice holder for, just good Bible. Look this way. Now, if you was a grown man and you had one of those Bibles with Jesus sitting there with, all the animals and stuff, sitting there smiling, which is fine for children, everybody else going to be looking at you funny.
I like my books to have a picture of the person they're about on the cover.
I love animals, you know me, but if you serious about the Bible, and I ain't saying Duck Dynasty, I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. I ain't saying they're not serious about it. They just going to put their logo on the Bible, get the good word. I don't know how it is. It's just a regular Bible. They didn't rewrite the Bible, did they? They just
no, it's a regular Bible, and they wrote some like, here's some lessons you can learn from the Bible.
Here's how the Bible helped us get it.
Right. Here's how the Bible makes me feel.
Yeah. Helped us on this hunt or whatever,
Sure. And you helped us make a little bit of money off of this Bible. That's what interests me with the Dunlap Bible. Put my picture on the cover.
But you disgraceful the way you carry on yourself and say the things you say and the way you behave in your life. Shouldn't have no Bible. No,
I'm not gonna.
You ain't an example.
I think it would be interesting for people.
If somebody had to pick between the Bible had a duck on it and a picture of your fat face, no one gonna buy that with you on it. Why would anybody buy something
that's
supposed to be good for you?
Because people that are interested in the Bible might also be interested in what I have to say about what's happening in the Bible.
Oh,
so let's say that you want to read about David fighting Goliath.
I don't mind reading about that, but I sure as hell don't give a damn what you say about it.
Well, in the side of it, maybe not in red ink because that's Jesus color, but I'll pick like a nice, not burgundy.
You pick a different color, Jesus color. Yeah, you don't want it, the last thing you don't want anyone to do to ever think anything come out of your mouth was Jesus' words.
And so it'll be like, then David slew the giant. And I'll be like, whoa, did y'all see that coming? You know, I'll just interject here and there where something pretty cool happens.
Well, that just sound like a Bible for children. Sounds just like that. It's the same thing. Is it what I was saying?
Well,
if you was a grown up in church and the man beside me took his Bible out when the preacher said, and he had one of those Bibles, had Noah on the cover, this or that, get all of you on the boat, whatever it is, you gonna look like that's not serious. You need serious real Bible.
Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll sell a
King
plain
James Bible, black.
Yep,
traditional
I'll
Bible.
Sell a slip cover that's plain black with a fake zipper on it, and you just slide that over. When you're at home, you read the Bible with my face, plain as day. And when you take it to church, you put the slip cover on it. If you get embarrassed, easy.
I don't want to think about reading no Bible with you on it.
I have a lot of stuff I could say about the Bible.
I know don't nobody want to hear what you got to say about the Bible. I know you got a lot to say about everything.
But Bible public domain, right? People always need to buy a Bible.
If you get blasphemous, I will get up and knock the hell out of you. You get blasphemous. I ain't
gonna get blasphemous. I just am seeing it as a great way to make a little extra money because these Duck Dynasty people.
That's blasphemous right there. What you doing, trying to make money off the Lord?
All right, Duck Dynasty ain't thinking that. They ain't
Duck
thinking.
Dynasty's reached out.
Every single Duck Dynasty cast member has written a book. They got nothing left to say. They're like, what's some public domain books we can put out, but put like our face on the cover? They're like, what about Sherlock Holmes Duck Dynasty style? They're like, maybe. I don't know if that's our audience. Like, what is there, like Charles Dickens? How about some of that? I think there's some early like Popeye strips that in the UK is not in the. They're like, what about the Bible, idiots? Because that seems like a perfect crossover to me. Get the Bible, put Duck Dynasty on it, and people be giving them at the least as gag gifts at the church Christmas thing.
All right.
They were sitting around, they're like, how can we do more books? Could we just put out a blank book?
Anybody first off, besides you and your face, anybody trying to get more Bibles out in the world, I'm on their side.
I'm sure you're on their side except for me, and I'm trying to get more Bibles.
You don't live no lifestyle that has anything to do. Duck Dynasty on there, sometimes they don't get along, but they always figure it out, and this and that. They brought a lot of people to the Bible. They got some sort of connection to the Bible because of what he said.
Right, because they go through it and they find ways to get mad at gay people in it, and then he preaches at the drop of a hat.
Like they're the only ones that do that. You don't put all of that on them.
Maybe the most famous ones currently. Come back in 5 years.
There'll be somebody be brand new, so at that point I understand. Get the Bible out now.
But, Jackie, let me pitch this to you. Pretend we're on an elevator. This would be my elevator pitch. And you run Thomas Nelson Publishing that puts out Bibles with Duck Dynasty people on it. Mr. Nelson, hi. My name's Dunlap. I have a Bible pitch for you. I know we don't have to pay anybody any money to put out our version of the Bible. So here's my pitch on this elevator. I guess I have 10 seconds left. Sinner's Bible. You put the Bible out. I'm a big sinner. I tell you how that could have helped my life go better. And also I'll describe some fun sin things I do that you can live vicariously through me.
Sinner's Bible?
Okay, let's pretend we're stuck on this elevator.
I'll
go into more detail.
No elevator.
Look, okay, like you go through the 10 Commandments on this Sinner's Bible, right? Okay, you know the 10 Commandments, right? It's like don't do this and don't do that.
It's thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery.
So what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, I'm Dunlap, I'm a sinner. These are good suggestions. Don't do these things. But let me tell. How about this one time I committed adultery?
See, you just making light. You just making fun, and that's blasphemous to me. And I ain't gonna listen to it.
Well, the sinner is it.
You the sinner. Well, I don't put your own face on the Bible.
The Bible is telling you not to be a sinner. People say, well, what is sin? What does that do to your life? How does that affect you? your development as a human being.
Oh, hell.
My face right on the cover. All you got to do is flip the cover back over and go, oh, right. And then throughout the Bible, I'll be telling you cautionary tales, which might sound fun at first, but if you really think about it, and it might make me seem cool and awesome the way I tell it.
I know. Nobody's going to know who the hell you are on the Bible. If you go in a store, if you went to the Bible store, you want Duck, everybody knows him. Duck Hunter this, Duck Hunter that. They going to buy that Bible. They ain't going to buy somebody they don't know, sinner or not. Don't nobody know who the hell you are.
Maybe if I put James Brolin's face on the cover.
Who?
Handsome.
I don't.
He was married to Barbara Streisand.
I don't care for her either.